Do not put this in as the banter. That is not okay.
What do you mean?
That is not okay banter.
What's wrong?
Now, what do you mean? What's wrong? That's horrible.
You don't like that banter?
No, that banter's
That's
not good
banter, do
in
you?
the slightest bit.
I can't mention
I'm thinking of like lines that'll be funny, but I can't think of any right now.
You're just so shocked. You're just so shocked that was the.
I want to participate, but I can't think of any lines.
What I'll do is I'll cut like right before the thing is said.
Oh, so people like what are they talking about?
Right. So you're just like, hey, don't say that grimy shit. It's like, what grime could they possibly be talking about?
And they're hearing this part too, so it's super meta.
Right.
Oh,
right.
dude.
Yeah. They're listening us. They're listening to us plan this part out.
That's crazy. I'm just gonna hit the song now.
Yeah, slap that. Yeah. Now we're listening to the song, guys.
Give me your wallet.
Okay.
Give me your wallet.
Have you ever had a dream that
Damn.
you
What is up?
Hello. Wow. That's you?
Welcome to episode 55.
55.
55 of the Playing Pod with Alex and John and Rafa.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Notice,
man.
A little lack of Rafa, but he's here sometimes.
He's alive, but he's not here right now. Oh, man. Dude, that was funny. Let me explain what happened.
Yeah, please do.
I pressed all the wrong buttons. That was all.
Oh, see, I thought that was on purpose, but after you said that, it all makes sense now.
I was like,
he's doing something different, but I'll support.
I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get into the zone. I'm gonna start pressing buttons that I don't normally press. It just all went to hell.
Right. I was like, oh, I'm hearing the bonk sound, some explosions in there. Like, you ain't never really do those.
I was excited.
Yeah, don't. Maybe you should just stick to the ones that you usually do.
No, what happened?
Goddamn.
I wanted to, the timing of it, because I stop it right before the that B switch kicks in. I started right before that, and I was like, oh shit, it's coming. So I panicked. And I pressed
Your fingers were on all the other buttons. You were like, son of a bitch.
I pressed all the other ones.
Stupid.
Yo, man. Oops.
You're a jackass.
Hey, look, it happens to the best of us. One in
Does
five
it?
men.
Oh.
Yeah.
One in five men.
One in five
One
men.
in five men press the wrong button for the Playing Pod. Obviously. That's right.
It was an accident. And we have a great show.
Yeah.
But before we jump into all that stuff, I want to shout out our audio listeners over wherever you listen to us. Shout out to y'all.
We still see you climbing. We still see the climb.
You guys are sharing it. You guys are watching it. I see us growing. It's the most beautiful thing because, goddamn, we don't share it. So one of y'all is doing it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this is going great.
For real. Hey, we're still growing. We're consistent. You guys are even checking out the Does It Hold Up Movies podcast. That's so great. Speaking on
we
that.
We got a couple more. More suggestions.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. Anastasia. No.
Anastasia.
That one. Anastasia got added to the list. So we're watching, I forget the name of this movie. What is it, John?
Little Shop of Horrors?
That one, Little Shop of Horrors. We're going to watch that. Then we're going to watch Theodore Rex. God damn it. The Goonies.
Yeah.
The Goonies.
I was like, there's a reason why I don't remember the second one. That's why.
Because it's that horse shit.
Excited?
Theodore Rex, and then and then the Goonies. I'm excited for that one. I've never actually seen it, so that's gonna be cool. And then Fantasia, the one without Mickey Mouse, not that one. Which I think is Anastasia.
Yeah, Fantasia's the other one.
Yeah, okay, so that one, never seen it. Apparently, it's really good, so I'm excited for that. I'm more so excited because every recommendation pushes back Gremlins 2, and it's hilarious.
Oh, you're gonna be It's crazy that Rafa's not here now because, like, my homie Angel, shout out to Angel, who suggested the Goonies. He's like, bro, I got like 5 or 6 different movies that I'll throw on y'all.
Let's do it.
And I'm like, hey, he's like, well, what's the limit? And I'm like, ain't really a limit on the suggestions, but like, granted, if I let him know ahead of time, but like, granted, and this goes out to everyone else too. if someone else who hasn't had a recommendation recommend something, like obviously we'll do that one so that everybody gets a fair shake, which he understood.
Right.
But
or like if there's a big like a mass voting of one movie,
right.
then we'll push that one up.
Like
but,
we'll play it by ear, but like that does
yeah.
not mean that we're like never not gonna get to your movie. Just like
Right.
obviously there's priorities for certain things, but
Yeah.
he sent me the list.
Damn.
It's stacked. It's stacked.
Damn. I'm excited, man.
We ain't seen Gremlins 2 for a bit.
I love it.
For
I love
a little bit.
I love it because we get to see some new movies. Like, no, I mean, The Goonies has been on my list of movies to watch for a long time.
Yeah.
And now this just gives me more reason to watch it. But before we do all that, I want to shout out our YouTube audience because that's the only place where you can see what we play while we pod.
Holy shit.
And today, that game is none other than Overwatch Origins Edition on the Xbox Series X.
Or just Overwatch. You don't
It's
have
called, it says Origins Edition on
well,
it.
because it's supposed to, it has like skins and shit, but like it's still just, it's Overwatch. Like you don't have to do that.
I am a true video game journalist, so I'm going to name it the entire name, John. Okay? I'm a journalist now.
In case they don't know what it is and they want to look for it, they know where to find it.
Yeah.
Also, now that we're talking about the game, I wouldn't play the game. I got to play the game, guys.
Oh, did you? Cool. Edit that part
just
out.
got play the game. Why?
You can't look good on stream when I'm not there. I mean, on a podcast.
I'm not streaming.
On podcast, you can't do that. Damn, I was gonna say something and I forgot it was important. Oh, I have to. Before we continue all this witty banter and hilariousness, I absolutely we have to go into the most sought out segment of all time. Because last time I got chewed out
from me.
No, I got chewed the fuck out by multiple people for avoiding that segment. I'm not doing that again. Y'all not gonna y'all not gonna verbally assault me online again.
You can't say that it's the most sought out topic or whatever, like the segment in podcast, and then cut it from the podcast. Like you just can't do that.
See,
you just can't.
So look, let me tell you how my wizardry works. It was a test. I was gonna see if it really was the most sought out.
And what have you concluded, Alex? What did you conclude with?
It's definitely sought out, and I will get cyberbullied if I don't play it. So here we go.
All this right in the world. It's too long. It's already too long.
All right, you motherfuckers, here it is, the most sought out segment of all time. What are you playing this week, baby? This is the segment of the podcast where we like to come on here and tell you what games we're playing for our personal benefit and streaming, because that's happening now.
The games that we're playing, man.
Okay, the games that we're playing. Here we go. So, John, go ahead, man. Go ahead. And you know what? Go ahead and give details. You just go ahead and talk about it. I'm scared for my life.
You're just like you were complaining all like y'all long-winded, all this shit. Everybody said, Alex, shut the fuck up. Let the man speak.
So I mean, if you know what, John, the floor is yours. Matter of fact, here you go. Hey, go ahead, talk about it, baby.
Y'all happy now, masses? Are you guys okay?
Y'all
doing okay?
So, John, what you been playing this week, baby?
I like this. Oh man, I'm still so mad that we didn't do it last week because I've been streaming like damn near every day, and that is for my personal benefit.
Hold on. Hey, shout out to you, man. You've been killing it.
At MuffinBoy23 at Twitch.
I put the links in the description, dude. They're all on there. They're all on there on YouTube and Spotify, everywhere.
I don't know what you do here.
They're on there.
But anyway, we've been doing a little bit. Know what I mean? I don't think I ever mentioned we finished Ghost of Tsushima.
Hey.
We finished Little Nightmares this week actually. Like it just dropped, I think on Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
And we finished, like we beat it. We played Jackbox. We played Valheim, which is like super popular and all the streamers.
I have to hop on that.
It's actually pretty fun. It looks like dog ass from what everybody's been saying, but like it is really, really fun. Like, it's up my alley for the type of survival games that I enjoy, like The Forest. Definitely give it a check out. It's not like Rust. I don't know where the hell they got that from, but it's not. Did that.
Are you sure?
I played the game. Yeah, I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain. I'm about 80% sure it's not.
Oh, just 80. Okay.
Yeah. You know, I always have self-doubt, but yeah. What
That's
is
a good
it?
percentage.
Right. So we did Tsushima, Roblox, baby. Play some
Hey.
Roblox. We did some Warzone. It's been pretty tight. Pretty good over here. Pretty good. What about you, Az? What you been playing?
Oh Lord. Me, Alex. I have
That's
been
you.
playing Secret Neighbor with you guys on stream. That's what we've been playing.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, I forgot about that too. You're right.
Yeah, Secret Neighbor is really fun. Been playing a little bit of Gloomhaven. Not as much as I would like. Hopefully we get a game going tonight actually.
Yeah.
What else we got here? I've been playing a bunch of old school games. Just downloaded this word rhymes with simulator. But I downloaded a PlayStation 2
Rhymes with it?
simulator. And I've been playing some PlayStation 2 games. I loaded back up Twisted Metal Black.
Twisted Metal Black is that
Yep.
game.
War of the Monsters, my all-time favorite game of all time. Hey!
Playing War of the Monsters again?
Yeah. Every single chance I have on a PlayStation 2, I load up War of the Monsters. I lost the original disc though. I realized I had it
For War of the Monsters?
Yeah, like I have the case and no disc in there, so that's hurt. That's unfortunate for me. And then WWE, Here Comes the Pain. WWF, Here Comes the Pain. Whatever letter was after the WW at the time when Here Comes the Pain came out, that one.
Whichever one that wrestling wants to acknowledge now.
Yeah,
Right?
that
'Cause
game is fun.
They can't do the other one.
Yeah. So that one, whatever one, the World Wildlife Foundation's Here Comes the Pain. That game's fun as hell. Just a bunch of old school shit is what I've been playing most. Cyberpunk, I never beat it. I fell off of it. I might jump on it
I
back
stopped
this
playing
week.
it altogether. Yeah.
Yeah, I never beat the ending. I haven't beat it yet. But I think this week I'm just gonna.
Not that bad. It's pretty good.
No. I'm not like avoiding it. I got distracted with other things, and then now I'm probably gonna beat it this week. So there's my Cyberpunk update of the week. So, ha.
Okay. Well, hurry up and finish it. Like it's not. It's been way too much time. Like just finish the damn game.
Well, because some of the patches that came out and started breaking the game, I just decided to not risk it, and then I didn't hop back on after that.
That's fair.
So that's what happened. But who cares? Now let's go into the topics. Hey, look, the segment's over.
Nitty gritty.
The segment's over. Look,
We
it's
did it,
there.
guys.
We did it. All right.
Don't let them tell you that you can't vocalize your opinion. Don't tell them.
Okay.
Don't let them shut you out.
I
They
listen.
try.
I listen to the opinions. I listen to what you guys say. All right, clearly the segment's done. Stop it.
We're good. We're out of here.
Nah, but we have quite a bit of topics to hit up today. So let's jump into a quickie mini topic, real fast. So last year, right before the pandemic hit and everything, we got arguably one of the better video game movies to ever drop. That's Sonic the Hedgehog, #1.
I was like, is it? But I forget. What comes after. Like
It's not.
what the lineup is.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I said video game movie. So Sonic came out
Right.
last year. The sequel got confirmed.
Yes,
Again,
sir.
we all knew, but the sequel finally got confirmed, and it's coming out April 8th, 2022. So shout out to that. And
Yes, sir.
no surprise to anybody if you saw the after credit scene. Tails is in it, so Tails is confirmed.
And of course they were gonna have Tails in it, regardless if they tease
course.
it or not. Of course.
I
It's
am
Tails.
I am more excited for this film, even though I didn't particularly enjoy the first one, because Jim Carrey is going full Robotnik on it.
He's doing the whole Eggman, boy.
Yeah, so I'm more
Doing it.
excited for that. He was my favorite part of the first film, so the fact that he's like all the way Eggman on the second one, I'm all for it, 100%.
I actually very much enjoyed Sonic. I enjoyed it. Like I went in there with low expectations because that's what video game movies do to you. But I was like genuinely surprised at how okay and average this movie was, to the point where it's good to me. So I'm very excited
Jesus.
to see. Like, this movie is the best video game movie, but nowhere is it like an amazing movie.
Yeah.
but I'm enjoying it because it's like good. This'll mean that people will put more time into fucking video game movies. Also, Tails is like one of my favorite characters of all time.
What?
Like
Tails.
Well, in the Sonic universe. Let me preface, not of all time.
Oh, okay.
In the Sonic universe, I love Tails. Like Tails is my favorite in Sonic, next to Knuckles, which I think he's gonna be in it too.
I hope.
But they haven't said anything.
I hope Shadow comes out. That's who I'm waiting for. I just want a Shadow in the movie.
Shadow's like
coolest.
a Sonic 3 kind of character.
Really? You think so?
So you have to hold it. You have to hold the. I feel like you have to hold Shadow in the tuck.
Oh, like drop it for the next one. Nah, but they
Right,
got that
like-
big ass what is it? Panda fishing guy. What is I forgot his name, but he's like a big ass like rat thing. He's purple and he does fishing.
I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about. But that's not the same.
That's
not the
like
same.
Thanos level Sonic shit. Like
He's not even a bad character.
I'm not
Someone
saying he's a
messaged
bad.
me-
I'm saying you drop
someone
it.
messaged me in Overwatch, and I'm scared to look at it.
Oh God, get ready for an edit point.
Hold up, let's see. Mark it right now, just because I want to see what this person said.
All right.
It
I
says
got it.
rolled.
Did you just get obliterated?
Oh, I think they said that we got steamrolled. Yeah, they ate us out. They ate us out
Okay.
nasty.
Well, there you go. So you suck.
Oh, not me. This team. Although I wouldn't pull my weight this game, but nah, it's the team.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah. The big pink guy. Not pink. He's purple. What's the fucking guy's name? Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. Fishing here with the power of the internet. Fishing
Okay, see,
rat
my thing
guy
is,
from
well, why
Sonic.
you type it up? Why you look it up? See, Robotnik, full-on Eggman should be Sonic 2, right? Like we should get like the full-on Eggman from the games, right? Establish
Yes.
that in Tails. But like Sonic 3, you know, Robotnik is like full-on Eggman. Tails is in it. Start introducing the Chaos Emeralds. Know what I mean? Like towards the end of the Sonic 2, kind of tease the Chaos Emeralds. Bring Shadow in.
He's a cat,
And then
and his name is
He's-
Big the Cat.
son of a bitch. So that'll do it.
Well, there you go.
That will
guy.
do it.
No, I think because the way the story left off is they were in an alternate universe, right? I mean, Robotnik got like teleported, right, somewhere
he was
else.
Sent to he was sent to that universe that fucking Sonic never wanted to go to, where it was just mushrooms everywhere.
Yeah. So I mean, in order for him to get back, he's gonna have to like find some sort of, like Chaos Emerald perhaps or something along those lines. So I mean, I do think that they would have to introduce something like that on it, because
Well, like yeah.
unless
like, they
Sonic is
should
like,
talk
oh,
about the
let's go
Chaos
get
Emerald.
him.
No, of course not.
You
Well, it's
know,
Robotnik. He'll find a way. He'll find a way. You know.
Yeah. So I
But
mean,
my thing is like, I don't think they should go into Shadow at all until like Chaos Emeralds are established a little bit. Like they're like the Infinity Stones of the
mean,
Sonic universe.
yeah,
That's
pretty,
literally what they
pretty
are.
much. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
so it's like, and I'm not too into Sonic like that, but when I think Chaos Emeralds, I think of Shadow, which I think that's like a natural thing.
Yeah, because he wasn't like his quest
When
just
he
to
on
like
the-
get
he-
them
he-
all.
That was his look for it, yeah. So I mean,
He was Thanos.
kinda.
Yeah, I mean essentially.
And then they should. Ooh, imagine if they canonize him with a gat.
Oh, like with the guns and stuff from Shadow the
he's just-
Hedgehog.
yeah, like from the games, like he's just strapped like that.
Dude.
Ooh, that'd be pretty.
All
okay,
right.
I'm excited for this
and it's like
franchise.
Deadpool, right? So it's like rated R. So he's just like murdering like chows and shit everywhere.
God, why the fuck would I want to see this little hedgehog just full on Deadpool murder people like Logan? Because like Shadow's a serious character, so it'd be more like Logan.
All right, picture this. Picture Shadow the Hedgehog spin-off movie. It's Shadow and a little chow, right? The
I was
little,
about to say it's Logan.
yeah, it's Logan. It's a little chow, and then but instead of like it being a happy movie, he like drowns it at the end.
Oh well, Logan didn't end happy either. Like
Why it ended happy for Logan? You know, we
I
can
wouldn't
argue.
say it
He,
ended happy.
I would say he wanted that for a long time. So I mean, sweet release. You know, sweet release.
I think I see what you're saying.
Hey,
I don't
hey,
agree with it.
we could talk about Logan for a sec. We could that's one of my favorite movies. We could talk about it. I would
Would you say
argue.
that's like one of your favorite like video game movies, video game TV?
Yeah,
comic movies of all time?
100% my favorite video game movie of all time.
Look, you could eat an ass bucket.
No, for Logan, yeah, I would say that's probably one of my favorite like comic book films ever. Just because, like, when we talk about comics and all this other stuff, and I know we talk about them quite a bit, but comic book movies more so. What we say a lot is it's very cookie cutter, right? So we're praising WandaVision, which we're going to talk about in just a second, for being different and for going against that formula, especially when it's within the MCU realm.
Right.
Logan, like my favorite films in the comic book stuff have been the ones that aren't very much cookie cutter, and my least favorites are the opposite of that. So like Ant-Man and all this,
literally are that.
yeah. So like my favorite MCU is like Winter Soldier. That's probably my favorite one because it didn't do that. Guardians of the Galaxy 1, at the time when it first came out, I was like, yo, this is different. So and then Logan is probably my top favorite one because not only is it a good comic book film, it's just a really good film by itself. And that's why I like it a lot. Because, I mean, that story it was so well written, you can strip away Wolverine's powers and you still would have had a great fucking movie. You know, it would have been weird, but yeah. So
And I
that's why
think
I like
that's
it.
what makes those, and I think that's what makes those standout movies in the MCU in general that much better, because it's like you can tell they put the craft into the film first and then but then add the superhero shit, you know what I'm saying? Like just by themselves they're good films.
Yeah.
And like, damn, Logan's so good. It's been a hot minute since I've seen Logan.
I have we bought the Blu-ray, so, and obviously we have it digitally, but
I have the digital, yeah.
We have the Blu-ray version that we bought has a noir cut of it.
I seen it.
And it's just black and white, right? That's all it is.
Yeah, it's literally just like noir, black and white.
Is the blood still red?
No, it's not. It's not like stylized like Sin City. Although I would find that super dope, but that would be way more difficult.
Yeah, that would have been cool as fuck. But man, before we talk about WandaVision, I have to bring this up because since it's Attack on Titan season and we're all watching Attack on Titan, right? The new episode comes today. A couple years ago, like I think 2015, a live action Attack on Titan movie came out. 2 of them to be exact, part 1 and part 2. And ever since it dropped, I was so curious, right? I just needed to see what a live action Attack on Titan movie. Like. So we ended up getting like Funimation, and I found it by accident because I was looking for the seasons, and I'm like, oh shit, the movie's on here. So I put that I put that piece of cinema on. That's and John, when I say this is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, it is one of the worst pieces of shit I've ever seen ever. Yeah. And not only that, it was like disgusting. Like disgusting. Like
disgusting, let's say, like gruesome disgusting.
Yes,
or wow,
say
that's ugly.
Both. So let's say you're really into Attack on Titan, right? And you binge watch like all 3 seasons in one day, right? Or whatever. And then you go to sleep and you have a fever dream of Attack on Titan. Like, that is what this movie was.
But that sounds
no,
good.
It's not. It's not, because so the way they did it, right? It's a mix of like shit CG and like, you know how they're like the old school Godzillas, like with the guy in a suit. It's a mix
like
of.
They're big. Obviously, they're in a set build, like a set city or something.
It's a mix. It's a mix of that, and it sounds good until you watch it in action. And sometimes it looks decent, and other times it's just like, yo, that's just a naked ass dude. Like,
it's just standing there. Out.
But dude, it was, and then what made it worse was like it's like, back in the day when we were in school and we had to do a group project, and I don't know if you were this person, but I was the dude that never did any work, and I was just like winged it, and occasionally I was right on the money, but 9 times out of 10 I was just talking out my ass and it made no sense. This was the talk out of my ass and it made no sense. Like, the story was completely different. It seemed like they were like, oh, it's just people in these walls and big naked people outside. All right, bet. I got it. Let's go. The characters were all different. The story,
really?
dude, it was disgusting. Like they had
didn't even,
Eren.
like-
No. They had Eren, Mikasa, and Armin, but that's about as far as it went. Like the Armor Titan didn't even show up.
Damn.
So it was part 1 and part 2, and so it started off, with the break in, right, when the Colossal Titan kicks the wall in and all the Titans come in. So it started there. Eren's mom didn't exist in the movie. It kind of So what the person who quote unquote died to get Eren fired up to kill all the Titans was Mikasa. And
what?
Right. So right off the bat, I'm like,
They just
excuse me?
kicked her out the whole movie?
No, so it's even worse than that. So, and then a couple years passed by, and they graduated from the cadet stuff, the cadet training, and so there's like rumors of another squad out there led by not Levi, but it's Levi, and there's these 2 top ranking people. One of them is a girl. I'm like, oh well, there's Mikasa. Sure enough, it was Mikasa, and so she's back. And then I'm thinking the whole time, like, so therefore Eren doesn't have a real reason to be mad anymore.
Right. Right.
So,
like the whole reason it's a revenge story. So
yeah. So they completely just obliterated that. Not only that, the part 2 of it, like it was
that's just part 1.
Dude, it was horrible. And I don't know why.
How do you make 2 of those?
So the ending battle, right? It was Eren's Titan who looked disgusting. It was Eren's Titan versus this like made up character for the movie Titan. And it just did not make any sense. It was like a mix of Eren and the Armored Titan, and he looked like disgusting, and they were doing like kung fu at each other, and it was like really weird because you could just tell it's 2 dudes in suits.
That's so weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I had no interest in watching this movie at all.
Watch
Like,
it.
I was not like no. Like, I was not gonna go look for this movie. I knew it existed, and I wasn't gonna go look for it. But now that you've said this, I want to go find it, and
No,
I
John,
want to see this for myself.
I want you to come over, and I will watch it with you. Like
I want to see this. This sounds crazy.
It is a fever dream.
Like,
It is.
what is such a strange thing? The new season's out and everything. I'm just thinking about like how do you do that, and how did you even think that this franchise would continue?
Oh man,
Like that, like
and the Colossal
why?
Titan. It's not even Bertolt. It's not him at all. It was
Spoiler.
that's like season 2 shit.
Ew.
We're on season 4. But anyway, in the movie, it's like the leader of the army guy, and it was this big plan, dude. It literally had nothing to do with the anime. Dude, it was so bad.
Well, what the fuck you just make your own giant titan
That's
fucking
what
movie? Then
that's what I'm saying. It's like they took the basic like how I explain games in the Does It Hold Up movies. I mean, the Does It Hold Up games. It's like they took that and made the movie off that without actually like playing it.
Like, it's like someone heard about Attack on Titan and said, let's make a movie, but like they ain't never seen, they just know the names and shit. They
Yeah,
said, all right, that's enough.
It was disrespectful, but it was like
Wow,
why
that's insane.
the pleasure that I got from watching it was what I imagine people watch B movies for, but I
Yes.
felt disrespected at the same time.
Ooh, that's a good B movie then. Ooh.
It is dude, because I was watching it, but it was like I could not look
Now I
away.
really, yes, Alex. Oh my God, if Attack on Titan is your window into B movies, I'll take it. That
No, don't get it
what you're
twisted.
feeling-
Okay, so I
Nah,
was
nah,
angry.
nah, nah.
It was like an anger,
No,
but I couldn't
Alex,
look away.
Alex, yes, yes.
It was like
That's
a
all I have to
morbid.
say about it.
It was like a morbid
Yep.
curiosity where
Exactly.
every part of my being wanted to cut that shit off.
Yes,
but
where
I
it's like,
couldn't.
You know, in the root of your soul that what you're watching is not good whatsoever. Yet
Yes.
you can't look away.
Yes.
And for some reason, you're interested and invested.
It's just because the further the movie
That's
went
it, man.
away from it, like from the actual story,
You're
I'm
like, so
like,
what
I
are
just-
y'all doing?
I'm like, I just want to know like what you thought was like what you thought was swag
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. It's like, what did you think, like, why that show's been so popular for damn near a decade?
Oh
What did
my
you
God.
think was better than that?
And
Yeah,
no,
man.
they were wrong. They were so wrong.
Yeah, man, that's good.
But let's talk
We
about.
were talking about something Sonic. Yeah, I'm excited.
No, yeah, but let's move into a good piece of watching shit. WandaVision.
A good show. Yeah, man.
So it's week 5. Well, this is episode 6. It's episode 6, right? Or was that 5?
I think it's episode 6. I'm not. I forgot. I think it's episode 6.
Whatever episode of WandaVision, it was the most recent one. Yeah.
The new one.
We've been talking about it week
latest.
after week. So obviously, spoiler talk. If you don't want to spoil it, or you just don't give a fuck about WandaVision,
Right. Just go to the next timestamp.
go to the next timestamp. We're gonna talk about it. So,
Correct.
you've been warned. So, WandaVision episode. Yes, I'm gonna look it up.
I think it's 6. I want to say it's 6.
Well, because my understanding was that there was gonna be 9 episodes,
Yeah,
and
so it's 6. And there's 3 hours left. So there's 3 episodes left.
7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, you're correct. So that was episode. No, wait. Yes.
Yeah, because the director said that the total runtime of WandaVision was a total of 6 hours, and there's 3 episodes left. So it's safe to assume that the next 3 episodes will be an hour apiece, or some variation, but it'll total out to about 6 hours, which based off of this episode, good, because they got a lot of stuff to get to before the show's over.
Oh man, like
They got a lot to get to.
so much. And yeah, I'm so excited that they're 3 hours, like an hour a piece, because I was like, man, they can't keep doing 20-minute episodes if we have like 3 left. Like that's not gonna work.
40.
Well, yeah, I know, but like the time is varied, so I'm like, you can't really
Right.
explain, like, because you're just so this episode, as with every episode of the show, it gives you a little bit, and it just digs you deeper into the rabbit hole of like what the fuck is going on. This episode is no exception. It kind of pulled back the curtain.
Worse.
Yeah, I feel like this episode left me with way more questions. The last episode ended with Wanda's brother Pietro, Quicksilver coming out, but the twist was, yo, this is the X-Men Quicksilver. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, all this speculation. So this episode goes in, and I'm like, cool, we're gonna get some shit about X-Men or something, right? No, we didn't. But it was cool because the way the episode played out, it was during Halloween, and it was more like a Malcolm in the Middle type of episode, which was awesome. That means they're in like the 2000s. So next week,
Well, it's the 90s now.
like late 90s, early 2000s. So
Now we're getting into early 2000s.
Yeah.
Now we are.
which is great. So it follows them on Halloween, and there was a bunch of cool little Easter eggs there. Like all their costumes were like their actual comic costumes, and I'm like, that's a
I thought that
really
was
cool
cute.
touch. Especially Vision's
like that.
costume was hilarious. Like I loved it so much.
His face in it made me laugh too.
Yeah.
So he just did not like whatever the fuck he's like. Well, you made the thing is like, I have no other clothes in my room, and he's like, this shit's stupid anyway.
Yeah, that was funny. And then, so everybody wore their little costumes and stuff. But what made the episode like, yo, what the fuck's happening? Because it starts to peel the curtain a little bit back on the pain and how like the people under control of Wanda. Like, so they revealed that after a certain street, you shouldn't pass that street because I guess. She doesn't explain why to the kids, but when Vision goes past it, you can tell that's where the border was for the town that she has, the little bubble, the dome, the hex is what they call it. So it kind of touches into that. The further away from, I guess, Wanda's house or wherever she's at, the less in control she is. So people are standing still. They're like glitching. They're not like they're frozen. Like they don't really have any actions to do.
Yeah, it's like they're only animating. It's safe to assume that like whatever's happening in Westview, Wanda's not doing it by herself, because it seems like it's because of the fact that the farther you get from Westview, the less animated people are, and I think that's on purpose to keep her from, only seeing what she's around. There's a lot of speculation about that shit, but. Yeah, I don't think it's not just her. It's not just her doing the shit.
I think it's her, but because
I don't think so.
There was a part in the episode where Vision broke out. Well, before that, like Quicksilver the whole time he knows, like he knows what's happening because he's asking questions, so he's aware that He does. He even asked, like, I don't really know how I got here. Last thing. So what happened to the other actor, the other Quicksilver, is canon to this Quicksilver, because he said, like, the last thing I remember was I was shot in the street for no reason, and then you called me and I'm here. So this Quicksilver went through what the other Quicksilver went to, which is interesting.
That's an asterisk on that. That's an
Well, no,
asterisk on that.
he said it. He said it. That's
yeah, but it's like at the same time, it's like just because he said it, it's like, yes, he has some knowledge of what's going on in the MCU. That doesn't mean that that's Aaron Taylor Johnson's Quicksilver, who's the MCU Quicksilver.
Well,
like,
the reason why I'm saying is because throughout the whole episode, they're talking about where they grew up and stuff like that, and obviously, canonically, whatever the fuck, in the story, canonically, she would have gone through that with Aaron Taylor Johnson's Quicksilver. Yes. And they're going back and forth and talking about it like he went through it. So it's like it's the same Quicksilver, but obviously not really. So it's just more questions there. That's brewing. It's like, why is he a whole different person? Then why is he specifically that Quicksilver from the X-Men franchise?
Yeah, there's and the show never answers those questions, which I mean, like, it's good because it entices you to want to keep watching, but at the same time, it's like, God damn it, give me something. Like, I don't know anything.
Man, when this episode ended,
I don't think that's Quicksilver at all. I don't think that's Quicksilver at all. At first, I thought it was like, oh, this is the Fox version of Quicksilver, and she's able to pull from the multiverse and setting up that whole thing. But the more she like looks into him and like asks questions about him and like the way he's interacting, it's like, nah, I don't think that's him, unless it's her. Just the reason why he's acting like that way is because she's just subconsciously fitting him into the world that she's created. Because, like, yeah, they're doing the 90s sitcom, the Malcolm in the Middle. He would be that douchey older brother or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he fits that trope quite well. So it's like, I still don't think it's him. But at the same time, it's like, it could just be him under her spell, but I guess he's more conscious about it. But it's like, why is he more conscious about it? Why does he know this is happening and all this shit?
Yeah,
but
so many questions.
Man, like, they ain't give you shit. They did not give you a damn thing this episode.
And then to make matters worse, so Vision is gone rogue. Like, he's like, he's not listening to her Wanda at all. And Wanda's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? I brought you back, So, but he's just doing his own thing. So he actually ventures towards the edge of the realm. And so Vision finds out that there's a bubble, the Hex, and he fought his way out, through the Hex, and he saw the camp. The soldiers' camp, and he even asked him, like, yo, these people need help, like, what's going on, like come help us. But right before that, you discover that Vision has no memory of anything prior to Westview and prior to them being there. He didn't know what an Avengers was. He didn't know he was dead. He didn't know anything like that. So he just knows something's up, something's not right, and I'm dead. That's what he got. So another big thing that happened once he broke out of the Hex and saw the soldiers was that the two kids, Wanda's children, their powers came during this episode, which is also pretty big. So one of them has like super speed, like Quicksilver, and then the other one has like Wanda's powers, kinda.
Yeah, So one of them has Wanda's powers, and the other one is like Quicksilver. Like that's canon to the comics.
Yeah, so
like, they're on par.
So when the Wanda one, when the Scarlet powers kicked in, they he was able to hear Vision like screaming in pain, and that set Wanda off. So she ended up expanding the Hex way past the boundaries it used to have. So she just ended up taking in way more people and way more space. Yeah. She overtook the military camp completely. Now that's a circus at the edge of town, which is dope. The general, like the guy who was in charge of Sword, he got taken in, right? He didn't make it out, right?
No, he made it out. No.
They were driving. Yeah, okay. So he got out, but the rest of the camp didn't.
He was trying to contact people, but everybody got taken.
That's what it was. Yeah, and then
Darcy
Ramsey
got taken.
Yeah, Ramsey's. What's her name? I forgot the the daughter of
Ooh.
Captain Marvel's
Rambo.
She's out. Her and the dude I like, I forgot his name in the show, but
Jimmy something, I forget.
yeah, but so they're out. They were meeting with a person an astrophysics, I think is what a physicist that we don't know about. I'm assuming is a cameo or another hero or somebody big, you know. I don't really know whom, but I have a feeling it's gonna be somebody important, obviously. So right now, outside of the Hex, we got Rambo, we got Kim Jong-un from
Monica is her name.
Oh, Monica. We got Monica. We got Kim Jong-un from the interview, and then we have
Sweet Jesus,
the leader of
Isn't he
SWORD.
like, didn't he play someone in The Office?
Oh yeah, he played Jim.
Jim, right?
He played Jim. So we have Jim,
Jim from The Office.
Jim, Rambo, and then the leader of SWORD are out there, and then whoever the mysterious astrophysicist guy is or woman, whoever that character is. Those are the only people that know about what's going on in the Hex. That are outside of it. So from here on out, this shit's gonna get crazy because now Wanda's whoever's controlling Wanda or whatever's happening, she mad that she had to do that because now there's way more people she has to control. Vision's out here going rogue.
I think what's gonna happen is that because Vision saw them outside. Cause I was like, wait, the fuck, like Darcy's in there and shit like that. Like, how are they gonna help? Because Darcy was so helpful, like super duper helpful in this show.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how's she gonna do stuff and all that stuff? Like, how's she gonna do that if she don't know what the hell? Cause she's in the 90s or whatever the hell in the 2000s. But like, I think because Vision can't get taken over by Wanda's power no more.
Yeah.
That he's gonna start waking those people that he remembers seeing from the outside of the Hex and be like, hey, shit's buck wild in here. We got to do something. But,
yeah, that's what I think. He's going to unplug a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm. And also, hold up, that whole shit with Agnes, though?
That was crazy.
How she was glitching and she fucking, all that stuff.
Yeah, that was crazy.
There's a lot of rumors with that. There's a lot of rumors. Like, I've spoken on it before that I like getting into deep dives for this shit.
Yeah.
But, like, there's talks that like Agnes is like a witch that I think either gave Scarlet Witch her powers or like amplified them. She has something to do with it, and it's kind of apparent for the fact that she's not like everybody else, but also is trapped.
Yeah.
If you notice, like she knows a lot, but she also doesn't either. Like she's like right in the middle. But
well, the answer's obvious. That's Mephisto. Duh.
Mephisto.
Duh.
Mephisto, Alex?
Mephisto. Duh. That's who it is. Every single person that's acting a fool but like knows too much is Mephisto. Done.
I don't think so.
That's it. She's Mephisto. Darcy's Mephisto. Scarlet Witch is Mephisto. Quicksilver's also Mephisto.
Nah. I do think Scarlet. I do think Quicksilver might be Mephisto in disguise, though. I do think that. That is a rumor that happened, and I'm like, I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put it past it.
Yeah.
What I want the fact is that we don't know.
I want Vision, right? And I hope he does this in the next episode or something. I want him to go into Quicksilver's mind. That's what I want. I want him to do the little touchy thing to Quicksilver. That's what I want.
Yeah. Why doesn't he? Like,
well, because he doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going on. He's trying to figure it out too. Vision is us. True. For all intents and purposes. He's like, yo, shit's happening.
He,
you know.
He don't know. True. I could see him like I gotta awaken these people because they know a lot more than they're letting on. Let me fucking awaken this dude who just showed up out of nowhere. Like, who are you?
Dude, wouldn't it be crazy? He does
see that.
And then they cut to the slow motion sequence of them saving Magneto. And I'm like, yo, canon, confirmed, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
That's it. Just Hugh Jackman.
You're right. Hugh Jackman confirmed. Just Hugh Jackman.
That's it. That's all I want. Hugh Jackman.
There is a speculation that like a rumored really big name is supposed to show up, like a really big cameo, because I think I mention this every fucking time. I feel like I do. That they asked what's her name, Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah.
They asked her like, yo, Mandalorian had that wild ass Luke Skywalker shit at the end. Do y'all have something like that? You know, some big name like that? and she said yeah, and they're super excited. And I think
You don't
Paul
think she meant
Bettany-
Quicksilver?
I don't think so because Paul Bettany said that whoever they were working with, that they were working with a thespian. A thespian. So I'm like, Aaron, I don't know, I forget his name. Evan Peters.
Yeah.
Evan Peters? He ain't no thespian, not that I'm aware of.
I am.
Who is a thespian?
I'm
Ian
1000% not looking up the definition of a thespian.
You're looking for a thespian? Aren't those like classically trained?
Relating to drama and the theater. Yo, if it's Ian McClellan,
Like there's
Sir
rumors
Ian
that it could
McClellan.
be Ian McClellan or Sir Patrick Stewart. There's but like
So, here's-
them motherfuckers is thespians.
Yeah, here's the thing though. Well, a lot of these people are thespians. Hugh Jackman is a thespian by this
Shit.
definition.
Bring his ass on too.
But here's the thing. This could be just Marvel working its magic, because both Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart have gone on record quite a bit. Well, less Hugh Jackman, but Patrick Stewart's been saying it a bunch that he is not coming back. He's been saying that, especially after Logan. He said it. So this could be
Hugh Jackman.
yeah. This could be Marvel's. Like keep doing that. Keep saying that you're not coming back. So when you do come back, it's even cooler. But who knows? But
Nah,
if it's one of the OGs, like I'm talking Sir Patrick Stewart, or Sir Ian McClellan, that would make for real Hugh Jackman's Wolverine canon.
Oh yeah.
And-
Or they'll do well, because they're already doing the multiverse, so that could mean like we'll get a young Logan for us, and then like maybe old man Logan, because that is also a thing. Like old man Logan is also a thing. He's already old. Maybe they pull him right before he dies or some shit.
That's what I'm saying, because if they bring back Sir Patrick Stewart or Sir Ian McClellan, that means that Logan, for all intents and purposes, it wasn't canon in MCU already, but it means it hasn't happened yet
What do you mean?
in Logan's story, because Professor X dies in that universe. He dies in Logan, and so does Wolverine. So if he gets brought back to this universe, and technically Magneto's already dead too. You get what I'm saying? And if they're trying to make that X-Men universe canon, which it's why I'm talking about it, is because they did bring in that Quicksilver. If they're trying to sort of combine that, and they bring either of those two people, Logan isn't dead yet in that universe.
Yeah.
Because
Or
canonically,
it could be like,
Patrick Stewart is.
another universe.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's so many. I mean, we could speculate forever and ever and end up literally anywhere. On this,
right now
but
they're open to do anything. Like whatever the fuck they decide to do, I'm excited for all of it.
Me too.
And then Falcon and the Winter Soldier immediately after this show, I'm like, yo, I'm horneado. I'm all in.
I can't wait. I
got that extendo dicko cuz. This show wild.
I will say though that I was looking forward to Falcon and the Winter Soldier quite a bit, but after WandaVision, I'm like, yeah, man, like, there's no way. Like for me, there's no way it'll be able to do what this is doing. But I think it will take place after this, so maybe we'll see some of the spillover.
Well, it does, because this takes place like immediately after Endgame, like literally. Like they said, the snap happened.
Yeah, we saw it.
And then they said the snap happened, and this shit. What's going on right now is like 9 days after the fact. So this is like immediately after, around the same time as Far From Home.
Yeah. That's what
where it's like immediately afterwards. I think we're now getting into new wave territory. I don't know how far into the timeline, Falcon and Winter Soldier is. Like how much time has passed since like Iron Man and Captain America's passing.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I'm all in. Like this new way of storytelling that they're doing, I'm all in. I'm excited for all the shows now. WandaVision literally like hyped up all the other shows. And what's crazy is like I can't stress it enough. This was the one show that I did not give a shit about. And now this show is hyping up all the other shows that I wanted to see. I am super excited. This show is really fucking good.
I can't wait, man.
And then this is the end of the spoiler thing. If you haven't seen WandaVision yet, and you're just thinking about it, like, watch it. There's only 3 episodes left. Watch it. It is balls to the wall.
Yeah, it is
Fuck
insane.
wild shit. There's some crazy stuff going on in that show.
Speaking of
Man.
buck wild shit and crazy stuff going on, let's keep it right here. Let's keep it with Disney. Let's keep it on Disney Plus.
Yes, sir. That's what I was
Gina
thinking.
motherfucking Carano.
Please.
My hero. No, I'm joking.
Error.
Swole woman extraordinaire, star of The Mandalorian. The only reason why I watched The Mandalorian was to watch her character on screen and her muscles. I didn't even know her name in the show. But only reason I saw it was to watch her flex in that show.
Watch her be muscular.
Yeah, watch her be muscular and
Badass.
think racist thoughts, because you can see them. You can see them when she's acting. She's here thinking some crazy stuff.
You can see when they be talking about Alderaan and shit, she be thinking her conservative views and shit.
Yeah, she's like, man, I am Alderaan. But so let's talk about her for a little bit.
What happened, Alex?
She, well, Twitter happened, John. in no way, shape, or form any of her fault. She had no control over any of this. The cancel culture, John. The cancel culture.
Hold up. I told Griffin I would keep a leash on you. You were gonna tell this story correct.
I am telling it correct.
No. You
All
were
right,
unbiasedly.
Okay,
Not even unbiasedly. Not jokingly.
I will
tell it straight, because
I will fill up the Franco in. I will fill up the Franco in. I will say it. I will say it straight. All right, no personal opinions, no jokes.
Don't even start.
Nothing.
Don't even start. Like wait till after the
I'm going to say it.
God. I swear to God.
Damn, I'm going to say it. You're going to drive to shit. I'm going to say it. Okay. Gina Carano, actress. She played Cara Dune on The Mandalorian. Very big, very popular Star Wars spin-off series on Disney Plus. She was fired from after season 2 due to
say it right. Say it straight. It's not hard.
Tweeting out some crazy shit. There you go. Better. To comparing being conservative to comparing being a conservative in 2021 to a Jewish person during the Holocaust. Better? Is that it? Is that fine?
Yeah. She's been essentially kind of like, well, she's a conservative, right? She's a Republican.
She's a
Trump
conservative.
she is a supporter of Trump, I think, and she doesn't give a shit about. She's a non-masker, no masker, all that stuff. So she's made a bunch of tweets and shit, and be getting a lot of backlash for those tweets. But she like continues on, essentially like trolling back the people, who are pissed off at her.
Yeah, not too long ago we were talking about her offending the LGBTQ community because of the she like put beat bloop or whatever as her where people put him, her, or whatever the fuck. So
there was talks of like that's also added to it, like it's all the same. Rumors, it's all mixed together. But the rumors were that like Disney's just been essentially like just piling up this list of things because they just didn't want her on it anymore because of her wild shit. Which I don't know how much that's true if they were talking about making a spin-off show and shit. But maybe that was like the plan way before she opened her mouth. Who knows? But that happened, and then like the final straw was that she said something. She posted a picture of I think like a family running away or like being like hit or abused, I forget. But she was like, "This is a Jewish family. That wasn't no Nazis that did that. That was the people that did that because the masses freaking brainwashed them into thinking this way." So you can tell how, like, you can already tell where she's trying to go with that, and everybody's like, "Wait a minute, you're not really trying to compare yourself to people of the Holocaust, would you?" And Disney said, "Yeah, nah, you're not that important to Mandalorian. That's not that important. I'm gonna ask you this, Alex. Now you can speak.
Thanks, John.
But please. You see the you see the pot is growing. Like, don't.
I'm not gonna say anything. I don't know why you guys. I don't know why you guys said I was gonna say some crazy stuff. I wasn't. I like.
You say crazy shit when that crazy shit happens. What are you talking about?
Okay, but I really like when it's time to be like serious. I could be serious. I was gonna be serious for this topic. It's very serious. It's very serious.
I see it in your fucking. I hear it in your voice.
No, I honestly.
So go ahead.
I'm being serious.
Just, you know what? Just get the bullshit out, Alex.
It's not bullshit. It's not bullshit. I have
ruined my life and my happiness.
I'm not gonna ruin your life. I'm not gonna end your happiness. Free speech is under attack, and I swear I will not stand for it. When this Daily Wire Ben Shapiro Gina Carano movie comes out, I'm going to support it. I'm going to buy 5 copies of it, and I'm going to review it on this podcast because our free speech is being attacked. Okay, all right. Cancel culture has gone too far. Okay, all right. All she did was voice her opinion. Okay, that's all she did. Pedro Pascal, all right. He also did some comparisons to the Holocaust. Who cares? Who cares if those actually were? Who cares if those made sense and those were actually true? Who cares?
You were dragging this joke out like. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
You asked me to voice my opinion. I'm voicing my opinion.
You genuinely like.
We should be able to separate.
You're still doing
no, I'm not.
I'm just gonna speak.
I'm not. I'm being honest. We should be able to separate the art from the artist. Okay. Ignition Remix is one of the best songs to ever be made.
So you are saying some bullshit. Okay. Okay.
No, okay, for real. Yeah, no. You play stupid games. You win stupid prizes. You can't be tweeting stupid shit like that, especially as a public figure. And this isn't the first time she's gotten warned before. You know, like she theoretically could have been fired off after the first one, but she didn't, and she took that as instead of like, okay, I got lucky. You know, I'm on Star Wars. Let me just even if I feel that way, let me just shut the fuck up. You know, and keep my job. No, she decided I'm just going to double down and go worse with it and then play victim at the end. No, fuck you. Like, goodbye. Your character wasn't that important anyway. And in regards to the Pedro Pascal thing, part of the joke I was making was that people are saying that, hey, but he also
they were a while ago as well, right?
Yeah, cancel him because he made comparisons to the camps. I don't know if they're. You can't really call them camps technically, but they're fucking camps of kids, the immigration, like by the border, that they're saying like, yo, that's just like keeping
that's not the same at all. That's not the same at all.
No. But he was saying like those camps are like these camps. You know, that's what he said. And
that's more on the money than what the fuck he was saying.
Right. Okay. And that's what that's my opinion. I'm like, yo, no, what Pedro Pascal was saying. Yeah.
No, taking people against their will and putting them in cages and shit. No, that's one-on-one right there.
Yeah, that's a one-to-one comparison. Sorry.
That's not comparing apples to oranges. That's not the same, Gina Carano. And was it Ted Cruz?
Oh, Ted Cruz did it too.
About that.
And then yeah.
Because I think he was trying to do like the cancel or whatever the fuck. Look, I'm not political. I don't like to talk politics and all that shit. That's not my bag. I personally don't give a shit about her political affiliation. I don't care. My thing is, and I've thought about this for some time now, and I'm going to say something that, Alex, you immediately are going to be like, what the fuck?
You don't know how I'm going to react.
But, yes, I do. And I'm going to please let me finish before you start speaking, okay? Because it's going to sound crazy at first. But please.
Should I keep you on a leash here? Because I feel like you about to say something.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not. But I'm gonna say something.
I will do my best.
Let me finish the statement before you open your mouth.
Give me like a signal or something when you're done, so I know when it's okay for me to open my mouth.
Right. Let me just get past the opening remarks before.
Okay, we'll go when it's my turn.
Okay, I'll give you a signal. Okay. So I've thought about this for some time because it's a weird spot, and like, yes, I understand this idea of like censorship and like we're supposed to be the land of the free and you should have your opinion and voice it. However, I see this in the same way that I see you, Alex. You know when I tell you that you okay, just give me a second, just give me a second. So, you know how we've had this conversation multiple times where it's like, yes, you are entitled to your opinion. You have the right to say your opinion. You should be able to say your opinion. If you think some shit's bullshit, you should be able to say it's bullshit. However, your tone and the way you go about said opinion and how you verbalize said opinion is the part that is the problem. Like, if she feels like she is being censored and that she can't vocalize her opinion without the masses being pissed at her, then you should have thought about how the fuck you went about it, right? Like, that's the comparison to you, where it's like, yes, you have the right to say what you want to say, but the way you say it equals that people have the right to feel the way they feel about what you just said. So that's why you have to be very careful about what the fuck you say and how you say it. Because there are many different ways that she could have gone about saying the way she was going about her stuff, right? And that's called a conversation. You can't just say blatant statements that are going to trigger people, unless that is your intention, in which case you're a fucking moron. You work at Disney. You should know better.
Where did the comparison stop? Are you now calling me a fucking moron, or?
No. They stopped and ended with tone and
okay, all right.
How you say things. That was it. But like, more so to Gina Carano, it's like, you can't be mad at an employer firing you for saying some things that go against their beliefs and their views, or overall could fuck up their bottom line, like fuck up their money. And if the masses have a certain point of view and you're literally saying shit to piss them off, like, you can't be mad if hashtag cancel Gina Carano is a thing. And then you do. You know? Like, you have every right to say what you want to say, but you should also be smart enough to know that people are probably going to get mad unless that is your opinion. It's like, oh, unless that's like what your intentions were, in which case, like, then you're a fucking moron and you shouldn't be mad at all. You should not be. But like, that's it. Like, yeah, you have your opinion. Learn how to articulate it better, and people won't cancel you as bad.
That's it.
That's it.
Because you compared me to it, now I'm personally attacked. She did nothing wrong.
Damn it. You should be able to separate the art from the artist. And like, I want to touch on that too.
She's a martyr for free speech.
And like, I don't think we can do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like, well, obviously we never could separate the art from the artist, or like, now, like, everything is so like intertwined.
No, we can separate the art from the artist. Michael Jackson. Done.
You can. Yeah, you can.
That's done.
But at the same time, it's like, that's a different time. I'm speaking more so like now.
No, yeah, still now. Reason why I'm saying is because, you know, she's not dead. There's a difference between. Here's why I say it. Well, Michael Jackson's dead, right? So we still appreciate his music, whatever. What came out about him and all that stuff. You, at this point in time, you can separate the music from him to a certain extent. When it comes to
the whole Michael Jackson thing.
No, I'm not gonna do it. My opinions on that, I'm not gonna share it on this. But Gina Carano is different because she is out here saying crazy stuff, which it's her right. You can, but it's also Disney's right as an employer to fire you for saying crazy stuff because they don't want to be associated with that look. You know, just like, for example, you brought me into it. Fuck you. No, I'm joking. You brought me into it, and you know, we're part of the Geekjar. We're part of all this other stuff. If I go off the rocker and I just start saying some crazy ass shit, you have the right to not want to associate with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just like I have the right to say what the fuck I want. I have the right to suffer the consequences for it. You know, you can be like, yo, he's saying some crazy shit. I don't want to be with him no more. You know, I don't want to hang out with him. Nothing like that.
Yeah.
That works.
You have the right to say what you want to say, but it's like, that don't mean I gotta just take that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, exactly. So when it comes to her, you know, her employer, Disney, was like, yo, that's not a good look. People aren't happy. We're in the business of making people happy. You know, that gets us paid. We can't have one of the stars of our bigger shows on Disney Plus, which is the future for us at this moment in time, pissing people off and dividing audiences.
Saying some unhappy shit.
Yeah, you can't do that. We got to make people happy. So you're gone. You know, like you know me, I'm the free speech guy. I love you. Say whatever the fuck you want. Words are words, you know, whatever, all that good stuff. But I'm also, yes, those words are words and they can get you in fucking trouble. And you should, you know, depending on what you're saying, you know.
Just don't be stupid.
Yeah, that's it. Just you're a fucking idiot. You were right, 100%. You need to vocalize your stuff better. If you did feel like you were being targeted and all that stuff, there are way better ways to say it. You don't always have to go to the Holocaust. There are way better ways to fucking, say your point. You could have just said it without saying it. You know, you could have just blatantly said, "Hey, I'm being targeted."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The fucking mass. Yeah. You could have just said like, "Oh, people are bitches. They won't let me voice my opinion. I thought this was America." Like some. You know what I'm saying? Why it immediately got to do that? Like, why you got to do that?
It's funny because if she would have came out and said, y'all a bunch of bitches, you guys keep fucking coming at me for my opinions, fuck you, you fucking bitches. She could have said just that, and she would be just fine.
And I would have, and you know what? I'd be like, I could see that. Yeah, because, at the same token, it's like, yes, people get very offended very quickly. But at the same time, it's like, if you work at Disney, come on, Joe, like you know what the fuck you're doing? Like, you really think that Disney was just gonna be like, oh yeah, like no, what the fuck's wrong with you?
No, not at all. She does. I mean, honestly, it sucks. It sucks because I'm not a big fan of recasting characters, but I mean, at this point, just kill her off. Who the fuck was she anyway?
Kill her off, or they're just gonna say, "Oh, she decided to stay as a sheriff in whatever town that she decided to stay in."
Yeah,
like, it sucks, but it's like, this is just showing an underlying problem that motherfuckers don't know how to talk to each other. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers, like everybody's quick to react, but no one's ready to listen. Everybody and like. Everybody's at fault. Gina Carano more because it starts with a conversation, and if you start throwing jabs right away, well, then you're gonna catch hands back. But because she's a fighter, she knows that. She was a fighter, so she knows.
I mean, not to go too into it, but I'm also of the belief that cancel culture, that quote unquote cancel culture, needs to go somewhere. Also, I'm also on that belief, but. Like I do believe in consequences for actions. I do believe that, but I do this whole Twitter mob shit. It is entirely. They're always looking for something else to just rally behind and get mad at.
Yeah.
So I'm
to cancel.
Yeah, I'm also of that. Like, why don't we just educate people? You know, like why don't we'll never if everybody's response is to somebody messing up is fuck you, you're gone, you're never gonna work in this town again, your whole life. Exactly. Yeah. No, you know what's gonna happen to that person? That's not gonna be a learning experience. They're not gonna be like, oh, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should think that. No, it's gonna be fuck me, fuck you, and they're gonna double down.
Be like, oh, so then exactly what the fuck just happened? She's gonna say what she fucking said, which was fucking, oh, the masses are like the goddamn Nazis. Like, people are gonna think that. Like, that's what I'm saying. People need to learn how to articulate their opinions better. Yeah. That's why we go to fucking school. To learn how to speak and shit.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'll talk about the education system right now.
I mean, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother can of worms. But I'm saying like that's why you learn how to speak and communicate so that we could speak and communicate. Yeah. And then at the same time, you need to learn how to listen so that you can speak and communicate back to what you heard them speak and communicate back to you. You know what I'm saying? That's called a conversation. But no, y'all don't know about that.
Maybe the next trend, maybe the next trend will be listening.
Maybe the next TikTok challenge would be y'all learn how to fucking listen and use your goddamn words.
Shut the fuck up and hear what I'm saying, and then I'll shut the fuck up and hear what you're saying.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be crazy? Wouldn't that be wild if the next challenge was that you hear what I say and then I hear what you say and then we maybe come to a conclusion or not and go about our business? Wowzers!
Nah, John, we gotta dance. We gotta dance and do more silhouette challenges or whatever the fuck.
But I gotta go bust my ass down, naked dick out on some red lights. This just took a turn. You can tell
Naked dick out on some red lights is hilarious.
That's the silhouette. That's the silhouette.
I know what it is. I did it.
Yeah,
Okay, so
you could tell we reached the part of this, of
We're-
this
we're-
conversation where
no longer
it's
being
lo- we
productive.
yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
let us listen and speak to each other. Come on now.
let's man. Speaking of my homie Pedro Pascal, you know,
My
you can't,
boy.
you can't cancel my boy. You can't.
Pedro didn't do nothing wrong, Pascal.
So I mean, you know, Gina Carano out here being a martyr for free speech, doing that movie with Ben Shapiro. In response,
Ben
Pedro
Sharpie.
Pascal was cast as Joel in the Last of Us series for
Son
HBO.
of a bitch. He's the martyr for the video game movies.
Hey,
Son of a bitch.
and we also got our Ellie in Bella Ramsey. Hey,
The Bear Queen.
from Game of Thrones,
Lyanna
baby.
Mormont, baby. She died valiantly.
Yeah, she was a cool character, man.
thing.
She was a
Poor
cool
soul.
character.
Yeah, she was badass.
I am now on board.
Yes. Yes.
I-
I didn't give a shit about it before, but now I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal. I'm at that point where, you know, he's everywhere, right? So I'm not tired of him yet. He's like, you know, where Kevin Hart was like everywhere and we weren't tired of him just yet. This is where Pedro Pascal is. He's appearing on everywhere. He's doing everything, but we're not tired of him just yet.
I was tired of him.
Kevin Hart or Pedro Pascal?
No, it's Kevin Hart.
Oh, well,
Tired of him now.
we're not tired of Pedro Pascal just yet, so we're gonna keep getting more of him.
Ever.
I think that's a good casting. I think he can play that role really well. Same thing with Bella Ramsey.
He's doing it in space.
Yeah, exactly. Like
He's already
like,
doing it.
he
doing
did
it in
it.
space.
He did it without showing his face. So imagine if you could see his face.
Yeah.
Like that'd be
So
cool.
imagine, imagine you get to see the emotions you feel off his voice, and
With his
it has
face.
it has like a southern accent to it, and a little more pissed off. Like, yeah, it's the same.
It'll
You
be
got it.
if you saw Kingsman, it's gonna be his Kingsman character, but sad.
Maybe not exactly the Kingsman character.
He had
Character
a
was dog shit, but
he had a cowboy hat.
he had the accent, so
And
I know
the
he
whip.
can do it. He can do the accent.
Yeah, see.
What, did you play? Did you play?
No, I'm saying he's
What was-
southern.
when
He's
the
southern.
Yeah, I remember when Joe was out here. Woohoo!
with the hat on. Come on, Ellie.
God damn it! God damn it, Eddie! Look at them goddamn clickers over there. Yeah, click
Yeah.
on this, you son of a bitch.
That's why I won Game of the Year.
You know, like the old cartoon.
Oh, the gunshots ricochet
Yeah,
off.
the
His, yeah. Twang, twang. Yeah, that's how it was.
Son of a bitch, Ellie.
Yeah, and then he spit
Goddamn.
tobacco.
The-
Like yeah, exactly. That's the Last of Us. That's how
Right.
I remember it.
Right, exactly.
Guess Game of the Year. One of the better narratives.
I would not be against The Last of Us going that route. No, son of a bitch, Ellie, son. Motherfucker. Goddamn clickers. Just like,
But anyway, Last of Us got
no.
casted. I'm excited. Always excited. Let's move on. Other quickie casting. Jaximus Blaximus got casted
what the
as
fuck is that?
Jack Black got casted to play Claptrap in the Borderlands movie.
Dude, like, man, I am really excited for where video game movies are going. I'm very excited. I think we are hitting our MCU stride. I think this is all just hype at
Wow,
this point.
that was a Hail Mary play. You're down fucking 7 points
Yeah,
and you got 2
but I
minutes
think-
left.
But I think this might be it, man. They put in the effort, and you know, the Uncharted movie, the Last of Us series, and I'm saying this because I think Jack Black as Claptrap is like some good ass fucking good ass casting.
So, when you
Good
first
ass
said what
dancing.
you said about the MCU, I was like, what the fuck? But I do agree with you because video game movies and those properties are starting to get big name actors attached to it, like big name actors. Like,
Big name actors, and you can tell that they're not like, obviously they're doing it for the money, obviously, but you can tell like there's love. People are taking it seriously now. You know how like early 2000s video game movies, comic book movies, they were just like, they were trying to do it, but they were being campy about it.
Yeah, until the Dark Knight,
know?
baby.
Right. And so they saw it's like, hey, we can take these serious properties because like comics are no joke. Like, yeah, they can be campy, but they're not. They ain't as campy as you think they are. They're not. Same thing with video games. So you could tell like they're taking them a little more seriously and like making films based on their story. Like they're taking the time. Like Mortal Kombat looks fucking dope. Uncharted, based off of just what Tom Holland has been saying and all that shit, seems dope. The Borderlands movie, Jack Black's in it.
That movie could be a.
That
movie's
movie
either
could
gonna
be, a
be
raging
genius,
dumpster fire,
yeah.
or yeah. But
Yeah,
I
'cause-
think that the movie has more going for it, just because the Borderlands is such a stupid, like just a stupid aesthetic. Not like it's cel shading, but like it leans heavily on humor, so I think it can get away with shit.
Yeah.
So I'm still cautiously optimistic about it. But I think
Honestly,
we're finally getting our stride, man. I think
Kevin
we're
Hart.
doing it.
Kevin Hart's just the only piece I'm still not 100% on. Obviously,
Yeah.
the casting director saw something, or see something,
Kevin
and I hope they don't
must
just
have
see
did
money.
something,
Yeah, I hope they don't just
Yeah.
see money, but because my fear, I'm like 80% sure this is the reason why he got that role. Kevin Hart's. Yes, because he's Kevin Hart, and Borderlands is a video game movie, and obviously money. But Kevin Hart's demographic, his audience, follows him, right? Wherever he goes. So when you have, it's like a collaboration with YouTubers, right? Like the bigger YouTubers collaborating with this person, obviously the smaller person's going to win. So I think they casted him strictly on his star power. Strictly because his fans are gonna follow him, and like so now this movie's in position to make a lot of money because it's Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Yes, Kate Blanchett being a part of it, she's a huge actress, great. I wouldn't call her the money printing machine that Kevin Hart is, especially the marketing machine that Kevin Hart is. So, it's a money play in my opinion, but
of course.
But the man can entertain, and at the end of the day, the Roland character in a Borderlands movie, it doesn't need to be like an Oscar-nominated acting performance. It just needs to be entertaining. So
I'm about to
we'll
say
see.
something that's like, it's like a double standard, but like I just don't think like. Kevin Hart, you could just tell, like, I don't think he gives two shits about Borderlands, like, it's just a movie. And, like, I don't think, like, he even knows what Borderlands is.
No.
Or, like, what it means to people, and, like, I think he's just a job to him, right?
Yeah.
And I think, like, because Kevin Hart, when it's just a job to him, I don't know, it just seems very disingenuous. To me,
You don't buy it. You don't think he's gonna come out and be like, he's doing that. Well, first off, when he's playing the role, I know he's gonna do that dumbass voice. Hey, man.
He can talk
like that. Yeah, so he's gonna talk like that, like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Number one, and number two.
Oh shit, maybe we shouldn't say that.
You don't buy it. Like he's gonna come out and be like, oh man, I love Borderlands. I remember growing up playing Borderlands. That was my favorite game.
Because like no, there's a difference between like, and the reason why I'm saying it's a double standard in my eyes is because like I know damn well Kate Blanchett ain't want to play no Borderlands either, but like because Kate Blanchett is such a good actress that she don't need to know the game. You know what I'm saying? Like she sees the character and she can just make it work and fucking just do the damn thing. Kevin Hart, I don't think he has the acting chops to just make it happen. So it's like he like oversells it, and the way he talks about it, it's like I could just tell like he doesn't give a shit per se. That's just me, and why I don't really like
You
Kevin
are so
Hart as
wrong.
much. It's just,
Kevin Hart obviously played this game growing up in his younger years.
right.
He obviously
right,
played
when
it.
He was a young lad.
Yeah, obviously
before comedy.
this molded him like the way Rampage molded The Rock.
Right.
When he made the Rampage movie.
And see, that sounded disingenuous to me too. Like, oh yeah, I used to love, and he's yeah. Oh, I was like, get the fuck out of here. You ain't shut
No,
the
you
fuck
didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Not
So,
ever once in your very public career did you mention playing
Right.
Rampage.
Right. I don't remember a fucking Rampage reference to Scorpion King, fucking bitch. Like,
Right, or fucking
just
in
talking shit.
WWE,
He
WWF.
very well. Yeah, where you were the Rock. Ain't no rocks in Rampage. Ain't no giant rock monsters. There's a gorilla, a lizard, and a wolf.
No, I'm
And
obviously
you know
joking.
what you tattooed on your shoulder? A bull.
Yeah, you clearly didn't play this game.
Yeah, obviously you didn't play this right. No, but but like my thing there is like the reason why I think Jack Black is such perfect casting. One, he's just a funny guy. Like that character's so stupid, he can make it work, no problem. Like yes, but the fact that Jack Black is more in tune with the gaming community because of Jablinski Games and his kids and everything. It's like, oh yeah, he's gonna do Claptrap justice. I know that. I'm not even worried.
You know what would have been
Kate
a better
Blanchett.
dude?
Wait.
Kevin Hart
no,
as
go ahead.
Claptrap would have been better.
No,
in my
the
opinion.
Fuck.
Go
And
back and
honestly,
go
okay,
back and play
honestly-
Borderlands. Claptrap is a little short little robot that won't shut the fuck up. And all he's done is saying stupid shit the entire time you're playing that game.
You're telling me Jack
No,
Black
but what I'm
can't
saying,
do that?
what I'm saying, Kevin Hart, if he had to be in the Borderlands movie, I think Claptrap would have been the better because again, he's a 4 foot tall dude that won't shut the fuck up. And I love Kevin Hart, but it's like the role that was perfect for him because Jack Black can act. You know, he could be. I would have rather him play like the doctor dude that heals you, like the guy in the vending machine, like somebody else where he can get some acting
Yeah,
chops
but
in.
Claptrap has more. Claptrap
No.
has more to do in the fucking shit.
Claptrap-
Than a doctor.
Claptrap is the little robot that won't shut the fuck up and is comedic relief.
Yeah,
That is
I know.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Jack Black can do that. No,
No,
problem.
I'm not saying he can't. No, I'm not saying it's. My comment there
I
wasn't.
see what you're saying.
My comment there
but
wasn't
no.
that Jack Black isn't gonna do it. Like he's gonna kill it. I know that. It's just that if Kevin Hart had to be attached to this project,
No,
maybe.
no, I don't want that. Like, I see what you're saying. Yes, and I agree with it, but nowhere do I want to fucking see a little robot that looks like Claptrap from Borderlands talking and acting like Kevin Hart. Like, no, the fuck, I do not want that.
Then you don't like Claptrap as a character because that's exactly what he is.
Alex, a character who says dumb shit doesn't automatically equate to Kevin Hart.
No.
There's people out there who
I'm
can
saying the
sound
voice.
annoying.
I'm saying the voice, the mannerisms.
I don't,
it's all.
no,
It's all there.
I
It's
don't
all
want
there.
Kevin Hart anywhere near Claptrap.
Well, unfortunately, he's
Nowhere
gonna be
near- I
right
would
next.
think-
He's gonna literally be right next to
Yeah,
Claptrap.
well, like,
So this is
literally
what you
next
get.
Right, but I mean, like, nah, man, nah, family, that ain't it. That is not it. Jack Black for sure. I think, yeah, that's perfect casting in my eyes. I think it's great.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm not worried about him. It was just.
I'm just like,
I'm still not
I like
100%.
I'm just like, I at this point, just the concept of Kevin Hart in this fucking movie, I'm just like, bruh.
Like, are they gonna
But-
like when they inevitably show the hero shot of all 4 Vault Hunters, and Roland is 4 feet tall, and Kate Blanchett
like,
is
yeah.
not. Like what is Are they gonna like make him taller? Is he gonna be CG?
Nah, I feel like he's gonna be the exact same character. It's like, oh, they're probably gonna play on the fact that he's short, and he's like, hey, height don't mean shit, or some bullshit, where it's like, don't judge a book by its cover.
He
and
at
you just
least
play it.
he at least should muscle up for the role, like Chris
He should
Hemsworth
muscle-
does.
It's Kevin Hart.
But I'm saying he should.
Muscular as it
he
is.
should no, he should get like big, like.
If
At
he-
least-
you know what?
at
I think
least
if
let me
if
buy
he
it.
Bulks up, yeah.
Yeah, at
at
least-
least bigger. It's like I ain't gonna fuck with this little. Like,
Right, he's
nah, I ain't
he's a
gonna-
little tank. I'd rather something.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I'm sure, well, we'll see.
We'll see. I want to see it. I'm more. It's again. It's like morbid curiosity. Like
Just
what's
'cause it's
happening.
Like, and at the same time, it's like, this is the video game community. This is the gaming community. We are a vocal bunch.
Yes, we are.
And we're very very prideful about IPs that are dear and near to our hearts. So if Kevin Hart fucks up in any way, I can already hear the fucking people just signaling him out. It's like, that was some dog shit from him. Don't do it again. Like, I can I wonder if he knows that. And now that I'm thinking back at it, because Kevin Hart's comedy, like as a stand-up comedian. His acting not so much, but like imagine the next Netflix special or some shit.
Bro, if he gets
He's
roasted,
talking about him getting dicked on by the Borderlands community. Like, now I kind of want him to fucking. Now I kind of want him to fuck around and
like,
do bad.
it's a win-win. All right,
It's
if
a
he does
win-win,
good, we get a
really.
good Borderlands movie, a good role, and he surprises us. If he does bad, he has more.
We get a good Kevin Hart stand
Yeah.
up.
So let's get off
I
this.
ain't mad at it. Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
Let's get off this. Let's talk about trailer news. Keep it in the superhero topics.
Oh, we lost it in superhero, but
Yeah, we're back. So Justice League trailer. Finally, the official trailer finally dropped today.
Yes,
Valentine's Day. Happy
sir.
Valentine's Day. An hour into this shit.
I love you.
Okay. So Valentine's Day. No, Justice League trailer dropped. Thoughts and opinions. Go.
React. Yeah. Just
My
yeah.
turn.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, okay, so my hype for the movie was big hype for the movie. You know, I want to see all the cool shit, all the new shit, you know. This trailer showed the old shit with the exception of Superman and a couple
It was
scenes here and there.
Yeah.
But it
yeah.
was the old shit. And I'm like, I thought you
It's
had
the-
like 3 hours of new shit.
It's like what it felt like, because it felt like Zack Snyder's version of the old shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, which I mean it is, because, and I guess like I am hyped because like you can tell where Zack Snyder's versions of those scenes,
Yeah.
like you could tell, yeah. This is very much a Zack Snyder movie.
It's darker.
And-
It's you can what I noticed in the trailer was it
it
wasn't funny.
Saturated the fuck out that
Yeah,
movie. Yeah,
that and it wasn't funny. Like I remember those scenes in the original had like comedic like beats to it.
Yeah.
Especially with Batman, who for some reason was hilarious in that fucking movie.
comedian. Yeah.
Yeah. But this there was no
it was
funny.
It was straight to the point. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
straight to it.
So I'm not that it knocked down my hype for it, but I'm like, I mean, it's a fucking trailer. I you know, who can be disappointed by a trailer? But I was like, I wanted to see the new shit. I knew this shit was in the movie. You know, like where's the new shit? But
They gotta hold it, man. This has never been done before. You gotta play it safe. You know what I'm saying?
Do they? Because my thing is, what it did for me was it just reminded me of the parts I didn't like in the one that came out, and I'm
No.
because I'm like, oh man, I really hated that. I really hated that sequence where Aquaman had to stop the water underground. Oh, here it is in the trailer. You know, like I really hated that scene. There it is. I really hated that final car sequence where Batman was riding and it was all CG and you know with the car at the end. And then there's that scene too. I'm like, oh great, this movie.
Man, but he got a fucking war tank now. He's
No, okay, but that's what I'm saying. It just reminded me of the parts that I didn't like in the one that dropped. But what it did make me want, and I didn't think about doing this until I saw this trailer, is like right before I see the new one, maybe a couple days before, I'm going to watch the Joss Whedon one.
Yeah, I think for comparison's sake, I think that would be best, just to see, because there's things even with the stuff that they showed that are obvious differences there.
Yeah.
It's tone is just one of them.
Oh, it's
And
big difference.
dude, like, man, that one shot of Superman in the black suit, and he fucking like whooshed in, and he shot the laser. I was like, already, I'm hyped for this fucking movie.
Yeah, that shit was
I'm
awesome.
I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm ready to get my heart broken. I'm ready to be disappointed. This shit is way too hyped in my brain for this to like. I'm ready. I'm like, I accept that it's nowhere near the standard I have set for myself, and I'm okay with it.
Why do we do this to ourselves? Because
I don't know.
every time it's not just with this Justice League shit.
I love
like,
hard.
We always do this to ourselves. Me with all the
love
Godzilla
hard.
movies that have come out. I'm doing it again
Like
for
all the
Kong.
superhero movies, yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it for Kong. Fuck, like why do we proceed to just
I
know?
love hard, man.
That's what it is. It's Valentine's Day. We love too hard. Because again,
love hard.
I didn't mean that like my hype for it was diminished. I was just like, this isn't what I wanted from the trailer. I wanted to see new shit. And don't get me wrong, the last cut with Joker at the end, I was like,
Yeah,
bet.
that I was very surprised about, and I knew when they showed off his new look, I'm like, it's a nightmare sequence. Like, I knew it's a nightmare sequence, and that's what they're showing. But it's like, and I kind of like just the little dialogue that he had with Ben Affleck's Batman. I'm like, God damn it, Warner Bros. Like, why you gotta meddle in the shit? Like, why didn't you just let them do their thing?
I bet
'Cause
you
I
you
enjoyed
felt
that
stupid.
dynamic.
You felt stupid, didn't you? You were like, yo, Jared Leto was a good Joker, didn't you? You said there's potential there. I know you said it.
Well, I've always said that. I've
No,
always
you
said there was
did.
potential there.
No, you did.
Yes,
You
I
said
did.
you said fuck Jared Leto's Joker. You said it.
No, I've always said that Jared Leto just did not get his justice. Like, he did not get his due diligence. I don't think any of them got their fair shake. I think we've said this before. I think Justice League and Suicide Squad, I don't think any of them got their fair shake. I've been said that. Ah, hell no, you out of pocket.
Look at you wishy-washy now. Not you saw.
I've
Not you saw him with
been
no
said-
tattoos.
Nah.
You saw him with no tattoos all of a
The
sudden.
damaged forehead is the one that did it for me. I was like, oh, hell no.
Nah, look at you. No, but I mean, the look wise, I'm with it. I hope they explain why he doesn't have tattoos.
It's a nightmare sequence. Probably like,
Yeah.
probably Superman
maybe
was
they-
like, tattoos are un-American, and he just lasers them off.
Maybe they weren't. Damn, he's the laser removal guy. That's what
Yeah.
what Superman does. Maybe they were never tattoos. Maybe he was just crazy. He wrote on himself. All right, never thought of that.
I mean, he did put a Sharpie smiley face on his face.
Yeah, there you go. See,
Remember,
They weren't tattoos.
He was like sitting in that perfectly organized collection of knives in the middle of this fucking room because he's
Bro.
damaged. Or Batman beat the brakes off him so bad that like the skin
tattoos
on
came
his
off.
face is gone. Yeah,
he beat the tattoos off his face.
yeah. And he beat his teeth in too, so he might as well fucking
True.
take the tattoos too. These are
Hey
mine.
man, I hope they show that. No, but like I said, still excited. I'm gonna go back and watch the original Justice League that came out, and I do want to have a little comparison talk on that episode where we end up talking about it, just so we can.
Are you like surprised at how much Doomsday they're showing? Not Doomsday. Darkseid they're showing.
Yes, because it makes
I
it
feel
seem
like
like the
that's
final
the-
battle that we had in the original isn't actually the final battle.
Well, no, that's been said. Like, they changed the whole ending.
Good,
Like,
because
Darkseid was
I hate that
supposed to
battle.
be like Stephen Wolf was supposed to be a supporting character. He was not supposed to be the big baddie at all. Like, this is like he was supposed to be like the right hand man of Darkseid, and like they fought Darkseid or whatever, or they fought Stephen Wolf, but it's like Darkseid was the baddie, which you can kind of tell based on this movie that like Stephen Wolf is like the henchman.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying what they're showing and what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, because we're getting a lot of Darkseid, like
But
a lot
I
of him.
feel like I think like personally I would have held back on how much Darkseid I'm showing in the trailer.
Well, it's 4.5. What is it? 4 hours of movie? Like
That's
you can
also
show.
that's also true. Like,
But
there is a lot of shit.
Yeah, that, and I mean the fact that, you know, I think they want you to know. I think they specifically want you to know this is
It's like,
not
this is the bad
Stephen
guy.
Wolf. Like, this is the bad guy right here. And we as fans, you know, the people following it, they already know. You know, like that
That's
was
true,
changed.
that's
So it's
true.
like they just want, hey, like, this isn't, because this movie, short of, you know, having a completely different ending, which it looks like it is, I didn't know that. It's not gonna have
Well, I
too
don't know
many
how.
surprises per se. Like, not, when I say that, I mean it's like, actually I don't know if I can even say that because the original, the one that came out, changed so much. So,
Yeah,
but my
yeah,
thing is, like, normally when they drop trailers, you know, they want to keep some surprise for the movie. I feel like these trailers are more so like, this is a different movie. You saw
Yeah,
that
you're
one. This
right.
isn't that. This isn't so much of a what's gonna happen. Woohoo! You know, like it's like
Yeah.
it's like, yo, this is not that. This is good shit. Watch this good shit. Fuck that old shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, so
You
who knows?
can't really put like the way a trailer does things to this movie because this has never happened before.
Yeah.
So they have to show you, because I mean, obviously, if they show Steppenwolf or whatever in the trailer, it's like your automatic assumption is that like that's your bad guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, since the Justice League movie did come out already, they have to set the record straight even before the movie comes out. So like, I guess that it's such weird times we're in. There's like this. That's also part of the reason why I'm so hyped for this movie, because like it sets such an unprecedented. It just sets a precedent that's just never been done before. Like just rewriting a movie. Like there's so much implication that comes with this movie that I'm just so excited for, and I think that's why I'm just so hyped for it. Like I'm excited to see Zack Snyder's take on it, because I am a huge fan of his work, even if I don't like most of it. But I am a fan of the way he does things. But that's one. But the fact is, like, you really don't know what can happen if this shit rocks, like if this works. Because worst case scenario, it's dog ass, and then we just leave it there, and it was just a cool surprise. It was just a cool thing that we tried.
Yeah.
But if it does work, you know damn well Warner Bros. Isn't like no, this is a one and done. We're not gonna. We said we were gonna kill that Justice League. It was like, no, y'all are gonna take that shit, run with it, milk that shit. Like we know, we know.
Bro,
But
I thought Warner Bros was in the chat for a second.
You heard the Warner Bros. talk?
Sounded just like.
That's what Warner Bros. talk. That's how they talk to Zack Snyder.
Sounded just like
Zack,
Warner Bros.
Hey, it's me, Warner Brothers.
Both of
Mr.
them.
Brothers over here. It's Mr. Brothers.
No, they're like that that dude in Cyberpunk that has, it's like one dude with two bodies.
Oh yeah.
Those are the Warner Brothers.
The brothers are in one body though. Like,
yeah. Hey, it's me, Warner
hey,
Brothers.
it's the brothers. It's Warren
It's Warren Brothers.
and I don't know their names.
Warren and Brothers.
It's the Warren.
Their last name's not Warner. You idiot.
Their first. Cut the shit.
Warner. First name Warner, last name Brothers. Warren and
It's Warren and here, the brothers.
Holy shit! All right, I think we're done with that. Quickie, not necessarily our topic-y news, but the franchise is near and dear to our hearts, so we kind of have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Real quick before we get out of here. So Bam Margera, Jackass star, who I just found out is 41 years old today. I thought that man was older than that.
Viva la Bam.
Viva la Bam himself went on a very emotional rant, per se, talking about how Jackass 4 allegedly cut him out. He's not a part of it anymore. That he went on this whole alcohol-fueled rant about how they're going to use his ideas and he might not be in the movie and all this other stuff. Yeah.
Oh, they were. Hello.
Go ahead. So yeah, he went on this rant. Yeah, this is a little bit of a weird topic to talk about because this isn't the first time he's come out and not necessarily said crazy shit, but he's asked for help before. This is very much a mental health issue with Bam Margera. He in the past he's dealt with alcoholism, he's dealt with drugs, he's been on Dr. Phil asking for help. Like there's been talks of he's looked into ways to end his life and things of that nature.
Yeah.
I just think, like, my opinion on this whole thing is that I just hope he gets some help, like some real help that'll be able to help him. Obviously, Dr. Phil didn't do shit because here we are later, and he's
Dr.
still.
Phil.
No, I'm saying I hope he truly gets some help, or I mean, if he is, no, because I don't know, it's weird. I just truly hope he gets some help, and that the Jackass people aren't actually screwing him over, even though that doesn't seem like something they would do.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't know them, obviously. Yeah. I don't know Johnny Knoxville and Jeff Tremaine. I don't know them people. So if it would be out of character at this point in time to just screw Bam out of 4, use his ideas and say fuck you, especially after so long. And since 3 was supposed to be the last one, this was more so for the fans, I guess. Why would you do that to Bam?
3 was supposed to be fans.
That's what I'm saying. So like, obviously this is a fan project. It seems to me like Bam did something or is going through stuff and they didn't feel comfortable, having him on something. Or I mean, this is all alleged. He still might be in the movie. He just came out and said it. Tremaine and all the other people, they didn't say anything about it just yet. So who knows? I just hope Bam does get help. Mental health is no joke. Especially when you're Bam Margera, like you need some help. So there's
like
that.
Because like we grew up watching Jackass and like watching all that stuff. So like, I just can't see those guys not try to be there for their guy, especially like when Steve-O was in his rut and in his whole addiction to drugs. Like I can't see them not try to, like, you can't see your friend's dick and shit on each other and not help them through a fucking crisis. Like it just doesn't make sense to me, So like, I just think like the whole rant and like them saying that he's getting kicked off and like they're using his ideas. If that is the case, I don't think I can see it from a place of malice or spite or like or whatever the fuck it is. Like, I just hope that, because he did say that he was in a better headspace than he was before.
Yeah.
So like, if that is true, I am happy, and I do hope that he is in a better headspace. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. The whole thing is sad. Never did I think that Jackass would make me sad, except when
Ryan Dunn.
when Dunn passed. Rest in peace,
Yeah.
Dunn. But not like any internal struggle like that, where like. And also, I have a joke to say, like, do you know how like fucked up you have to be for Jackass to say nah to you?
Yeah.
Like, what did you do?
Well, I mean,
what'd you do?
They're all older now. Like if this was, Jackass 1 or 2 times, like not 1 or 2 times, but like during the time of the first movie or second movie,
Right,
I feel like
mature and
it's like fuck it, who cares? Yeah, but they're these people are almost 50 now. Bam's 41, but Johnny Knoxville's almost 50. They're not. This isn't so much of.
No more.
Yeah, I would have to say that there's some level of maturity, and I mean, obviously, with more recently times, mental health is more talked about. It's more accepted, to talk about it. It's more accepted as a real thing. Because back in the day, just shrug it off. You're feeling down, fuck you. You're being a little bitch. Suck it up. But now it's like, no, this is a real thing. This has real consequences. Yeah, I mean, this is it. I don't know them, but it doesn't. Like you said with the Steve-O stuff, these guys are like family. I don't see them just kicking them out for just to rip off your ideas and stuff like that. Like, something have to have happened.
Yeah.
They're worried about you. They don't think maybe this isn't. They feel like this isn't probably good for you at this point. Something,
Or,
we don't know.
Or maybe now that we're talking about it, maybe they think by kicking him out, they would do him a service, and like they are helping him by it, because one of the reasons that like Bam being in the mental state that he was in was that he was in the limelight. Like your persona is that you're a fucking jackass. People like to see you be a moron, and if like that's what you're known for and shit like that, like that can fuck your shit up,
Yeah.
And if that's all you do and that's all you're about, like that's gonna fuck you up. Like Johnny Knoxville went out to do different things. Steve-O went to do different things. He still does dumb shit, but like
like he's still doing dumb
but
shit.
like he still does dumb shit, but like he sobered up. He does like activism and stuff like that. I think he has like a podcast or a show. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like they've moved on past the dumb shit. Like Bam has always been about the dumb shit, and the passing of Dunn did not help.
No.
So just like, I don't know. It's sad. It really is sad. We could have just ended it with my stupid ass Warner Bros. Joke, but no.
Yeah, but now we're sad.
Now you gotta make me fucking sad.
But I'm hyped for the movie.
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. That shit comes out September. I didn't know that. So
Didn't even know there was. I didn't even know that Jackass 4 was a thing. My first reaction was, "Why? Y'all old. Y'all are probably gonna die."
well,
doing
I mean,
whatever the hell.
obviously not because the movie. I think they're if he's been cut out, it means they're done. So
But my thing is how can you Jackass 3 was so balls to the wall crazy. Like I'm just thinking about the porta potty thing.
oh, that was fucking disgusting.
Like what else? What else can
There-
you do?
There's always more. You can always do more. Oh, John,
Like I'm just
think of the last year.
I'm just like, and even that too. My brain is just how like what did you do?
And, dude, anything. And there might be. What if it's like Jackass 4, the new generation, and it's like the passing of the torch?
Damn, it's the kids.
Damn.
It's like, son, get in this toilet right quick. Whoop, send his ass
It's
up
the same ass jokes, the same ass stunts and shit,
Yeah.
but just to the
to
kids.
their kids.
But like babies.
I would kind of watch to children, babies. Yo, putting a baby in a porta potty filled with shit and launching that shit like a slingshot. Well, first that baby's dead.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like off rip.
Oh well, let's cut the age off at like he'll survive that. So whatever age is like the bare minimum to survive.
Whatever age where you won't die from that shit.
Yeah. Well, that's the age cutoff. So
I
like
just thought they were like 20s or 30s. I didn't.
no, let's say like 7.
However old their kids are, I don't know.
Let's say like 7
Yeah.
years old, and
Yo,
launch
I
that.
think I would watch that honestly. I would watch that more than them doing it honestly.
Bunch of old
Watching them
people.
launch their kids, fucking get sent through rockets and get fucking cracked in the forehead with a giant boxing glove that came out of a door. Like
Yeah, see, that's the shit. CTE all day.
I think that would be hilarious. It's like, hey, Dad, can you check my homework? I would pay to see that, honestly.
Oh man, imagine you're just trying to do your
Hey.
homework and giant boxing glove
And
knocks you
comes
out.
out the homework. Like you
Out
put
the
your textbook
textbook?
down on the table, and the fucking textbook just punches you in the forehead out the fucking book, rips your homework in half. So now you failed.
Yeah. Oh man, your life is ruined. You failed that class. You're knocked
you have a
out.
concussion. Yeah. You probably
That's how you
can't
do.
see. Like they probably hit you really, really hard. Your eyes dislocated out its socket.
True. You got CTE now.
And now your dad's mad at you that you failed the class. You get beat.
Damn.
But it was his. But it was his fault.
But like the beating is part of a skit, so it's like when Bam Margera started beating the shit out of his dad, of Phil.
Oh, yeah.
It's
So
like
they
that.
Beat the shit out of you. It's still part of the joke. And then they play it on a fucking theater like they did when they put horse cum in Johnny Knoxville's fucking lotion, and
Yeah.
they showed that to a theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when they watched the whole thing. That's when they find out the whole thing was fake.
Yup. You know,
They
you
go
get
to
some,
therapy.
you get some nice mental trauma, and then
Yeah.
lo and behold, you're
yeah.
Bam Margera.
And then it's just like it was 20 years ago. You know,
It's like a cycle, like a vicious cycle.
And then they will go on. One of them's gonna die.
Yeah, then
One of them is gonna be, you know. and then
man,
they'll
we
do
were
it to their
throwing
kids.
jokes to make it happy, and now we're back on the sad part.
Nah, but it's a cycle. You know, it's a cycle. Revolutions, circles.
All
It's
right.
all connected.
Okay. Well, on that note,
Bring
thank
it
you so
back,
much
baby.
for listening to this episode of the Playing Podcast with John and Rafa.
Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
We will catch you
yeah.
guys this Wednesday, probably in the afternoon, to review House of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors.
What did I say?
House of Horrors.
Wait, is this Little Shop of Horrors?
Horrors.
Like there's some whores in this house?
No,
like that?
oh my god, that's horrible.
Oh. Well, okay. Well, I saw the wrong movie. All right. So we're going to review Little Shop of Horrors. And then we're going to watch... that Wednesday. And then we stream. So go on Twitch, on all of our Twitches. Twitch Eye? That's the multiples of Twitch, right?
Yeah.
Twitchies?
Yeah, Alex says, damn, my username won't fit.
Yeah, because it doesn't fit.
Mine's Muffin Boy 23, and then Rafa, who's not here, Rafa Bot Gaming. All
Oh,
of
yeah.
them
In the
watch us
description.
in the description. Look at that. I think
All right, we'll see you guys on Wednesday Day. Wednesday.
What the hell?
Wednesday Day.
Shit.
That's how you say
I
it.
heard.
Come on,
I
man.
heard we're gonna see you in wet ass day. I'm like, who? Like, is there an 8th day that God put on us that I don't remember?
Yeah, the wet ass day. That's the one.
It's like after Sunday, you thought it was Monday. Nah, it's
Wet
wet ass day. Everybody get your moist butts out in the streets.
All right, I'm just gonna cut this off. Bye.
Have a good week.